This is the G-bass Herald Trumpet. This particular instrument is made by Bessooney and Hawkes in London. The bell is stamped Besson London 700, Bessooney and Hawkes, England. The serial number is on the mouthpiece receiver, and it's 708-738185. According to the Hornucopia records on B&H and Besson, I estimate it to be from 1986. It stands at 3 foot 10 inch or 116 centimeters tall. The bell is only 6 inches or 15 centimeters, and the bore is 0.51 inches or 13 millimeter. It's obviously only got 3 valves. The bell of the instrument detaches via its screwing off. And as you can see, it has 2 rings to hang a flag from it for heralding purposes. It takes a Euroshank or medium shake mouthpiece. This is the case. It's about the size of an alto sax case. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they used an alto sax shell and then just put different foam on the inside. If you're unfamiliar with the terminology, this is a Herald trumpet because it's built to play with an ensemble of trumpets that are wrapped so that they are as long as they can be. It's a bass Herald trumpet because in that ensemble it plays the bass role, mostly. And it's a G bass Herald trumpet because unlike a bass Herald trumpet in B flat per se, this is a tritone lower in the key of G. Side note, that's just the name that makes the most sense to me. As I go into later in the video, this is a largely undocumented instrument due to it primarily being made for ceremonial services and not really sold to the public. So there's no ads or catalogs that I can find that say what this instrument was sold as by the company. Visually, it's just splendid. The instrument is totally silver plated, and this one in particular has survived very nicely. You do get a water key, which is very useful as I find that this fills up with spit very quickly. It did at one point have a pinky ring or hook, but it is no longer here. It tunes here from the back of the instrument, and since that looks like a trombone's main tuning slide, you may think that it is between the bell and the valve or slide area, but this is actually wrapped so that this is in between the mouthpiece and the valve block, like on a regular trumpet. The tuning slides for this instrument are all right here. This is the first, this is the second, this is the third. You'll notice they're facing the direction of your face. I find this an interesting choice because G is not that easy of a key to play in with modern bands. This could be in the key of F, which would be much easier to play songs with flat keys, which is mostly what I play in my brass bands. However, even if I were to pull this all the way out, make a custom slide to lengthen a bit more, and pull these out, because there is plenty of room. These are long slides. They go right into my face. Does not work. I know you want to hear what this sounds like without the bell. You're welcome. Why is this in the key of G? I think that it's because of the existence of the G bass trombone. It could be something else, but Boosey and Hawkes and Besson both made G bass trombones for the British brass band tradition, and I don't know. I think that they were thinking of the same thing when they designed this. The most comfortable place to grip the instrument is right on the valve block. However, it's not the most well-balanced point on the instrument. Holding it from here is a less secure grip, but more in the middle. Regardless of where you hold it, it is not an ideal place to be supported by your body. It's supported by right here, and it gets very tiring. When I got this instrument, I immediately looked online to find anything about it, and found almost nothing. Canstel made one of these, and there's information about their instrument up on their website, which still runs. But as for Besson or Boosey and Hawkes info on their version of this instrument, or really any traditional that, there's not much, and certainly not sound examples. There are many videos by various nations heralding trumpet ensembles, but it's difficult to tell if there's a G bass in any of them. You can see when I play this, from the left, the slides go next to my face. It's kind of annoying to record this thing because it bumps into my headphones. None of the bass Herald Trumpets in those ensembles do that. They all stop about here. However, as example with Canstel's instrument, even when they're in G, they can be wrapped so that they don't quite go out that far. So, it's hard to say. I really enjoy this instrument's weirdness. I play in brass bands in Seattle as a sousaphonist, so it's a little high for me, but I've been implementing it into one of the bands that I play in, and when I have the minor third transposition in my head going, it works well. If you have any questions about this instrument that you'd like to ask me, please email me. And if you have any information about this instrument or other G bass Herald trumpets, email me with that as well, and I'll add it to the information cataloged on my website, where I'm hoping to provide information on instruments that don't have a lot of recorded information. This instrument has a unique combination of genuine rarity and very genuine unwantedness, which is what makes me love it so much. I hope that you've enjoyed getting to hear some of it, likely for the first time. Trumpet, but bass, and in the key of G, and in herald form.